Pisces, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late March 2025. Thank you so much for joining me today. You know, I appreciate each and every single one of you. So let's get right down to business as always and start you off with an oracle card here, just so we could dip our toes into the energy and see what's happening for the lovely Piscean people. Hope you're all doing fabulous and fantastic, my friends. Let's get it going here. My guides and spirit team, talk to me. What do we got for Pisces, gang? What do you got for us here in late March? Pisces season is unfortunately over. We're on to Aries season. So let's see what energies, messages, insights we have for Pisces this week. And yeah, we're just going to take a real quick look at this first card. Then we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the very end, I'll pull you a bonus card from the Shadowland Tarot, just to see what might be in the shadows or what shadow work you can lean into, which is always interesting. But let's get it going here. Let's rock and see what we got for Pisces. What do you got for us here in late March? What's the vibe? What's the energy? And I hope everyone did have an awesome birthday. I mean, we're pretty freshly out of Pisces season. Okay, this is Pisces vibes, right? We got the little mermaid here. She's been showing up from time to time recently for other signs. And I like this energy in a Pisces reading for some reason. It feels like it fits. It feels like a good vibe to me. Now, there's a lot of different messages that go along with this card, but to me, there's just a level of comfort I'm feeling right here in the front. Now, before we fully dive into that, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the March subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button, but tapping it right on its third eye, you know, I'd greatly appreciate it. But enough of the promo, into the reading. Let's talk more in depth about this card. So I'm sure most everyone has seen The Little Mermaid a few times, a time or 10 or 20. If you haven't, maybe you want to check it out. But we see this beautiful mermaid here. Obviously, she's under the sea, surrounded by this gorgeous seascape. So it's like, yeah, she's chilling. She's in her element. She's in a good place. But notice with the imagery, her head is in the clouds, right? To me, this is a great card for future focus, first off. So for some Pisces, maybe it's spirit saying like, hey, maybe look down the line. Don't think about the current situation. Think about the final destination. Don't think about what you've been through. I'm not saying never think about it, but right now you need to be thinking ahead, which is a good thing. That might be where your mind is at right now. But if that's not the case, I do also feel like this is a very imaginative, daydreaming type of vibe. That's a big thing with the Little Mermaid too, right? Like, she's comfortable, she's cozy, but there's more she wants to do. There's more she wants to accomplish, and her imagination is vibrant, okay, as are the Piscean imagination. So this is really good. I would say it's great for any sort of creative potential, just like we always see in Pisces readings. But just watch out for the daydreaming, fantasizing, stuff like that. We're going to leave her over there. We won't bother her. Let's get into tarot. And yeah, I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. So let's get you 3 tarot cards in the upright. Then we'll get into that intuitive juiciness. Shuffle it up one time here for Pisces. What do you got for us, please? And yeah, while we get this deck shuffled up and ready to go, let's talk about last week's reading. There were karmic energies at play. The reading was titled Big Karmic Twist. And sometimes when I see karmic energy, either we're dealing with karmic situations or there could be stuff going on that's kind of outside of our control, where it's more of like the universe's plan or the universe setting things into motion. And I did see metamorphosis. I did see change. But to me, it was like at the hands of the universe doing things outside of us. So just know that energy can linger for a couple weeks, but we're going to see what shows up this week. As you know, energy is very fluid, never set in stone. So only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your vibe or somebody else's, right? Let's get it going. 3 cards for Pisces here in late March. What's happening? Cute. Nice, quick. Hey, there we go. I love this in a Pisces reading too. So far, the first couple cards we have out, they're comfortable to me, right? We have the High Priestess. That's a Pisces card right there. That's one of our power cards. And again, with the Little Mermaid and now the High Priestess, it's like, yeah, I'm sitting pretty comfy here for one reason or another. Let's get a couple more. Okay. Hermit. I mean, it does share some things with the High Priestess. They're both very spiritual. They're both a little mysterious. So let's get one more out here and we'll piece it all together. What do you got for Pisces? Thank you. All right. There's going to be a bonus here. So on the back end, we do have the 2 of Pentacles, which is cool. It's a nice balanced type of energy, balanced type of card. And then also the Lovers right here in the bonus section. So, I mean, we do have a lot of major arcana. There's a lot of heavy energy, but at the same time, it does not feel too intense or too uncomfortable to me, which could be a good thing. But let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes. Then we'll get into that juicy, intuitive stuff. But at first glance, I always look at the elements first, and then I look at different patterns. Now, in the main part of the spread, as far as elements go, we have a lot of earth. Earth is a complementary energy to Pisces, right? Water and earth. To me, that's a recipe for abundance. We also have the water here. So in the main part of the spread, it's like, oh, there's some potential here. There could be possible great energies coming in. I feel like the only place where we might have some challenges is if this energy seems to stagnate or it gets a little bored, if that makes sense. We also have the lovers, that's air, but that's a bonus. That's not part of the main spread. Lots of major arcana is intense, but it doesn't feel uncomfortable. So I'm interested to see how this is all going to play off of each other. Let's go through piece by piece and really start to build it out, though. So position number one, we are starting with the beautiful High Priestess herself. And as I mentioned, that's a Pisces power card. Now, in my simplistic style of reading, I give her to Pisces and all the water signs. I feel like all water signs have a connection to the High Priestess. She is the matron of psychics, intuitives, tarot readers. She does speak about the more subtle energies in life. Your intuition could be heightened. Your empathy could be heightened whenever she shows up in a weekly spread. So just know that. I know Pisces, being a Pisces rising myself, I know that we are generally not susceptible, but very sensitive to the energies around us and the people around us. When she's in the spread leading us off, that energy goes double. Now, your gut could be trying to tell you something. I mean, we'll see how it goes when we get through the rest of the reading. The positives of her, it's just subtle, it's soft, it's nurturing. But when we get to the challenge of the High Priestess, she is very, very quiet. She is very, very secretive. She's like the energy of surprises and unexpected things. So we're going to have to see, is she going to throw us a curveball, or is this good? Is this as comfortable as it feels initially? Moving to the center, we have the Hermit. So another energy that has a lot of similarities to what we have going on here. Now, the Hermit does link to the zodiac sign of Virgo. If you're connected to a Virgo, maybe you have placements in Virgo. That is the sister sign to Pisces, right? Across from the zodiac wheel, you got Pisces and Virgo. They balance each other off. When I see the Hermit, it's usually a retracted, pulled back type of energy. It's taking a step back from something, or it's just doing its own thing. Now, in the positive sense, the Hermit, similar to the High Priestess, does link into spiritual things, subtle energies. This is a huge card for wisdom, seeing things clearly, or thinking something over. So for some Pisces, there might be a situation or something you're going through where it's like, all right, well, take your time and think this over, or think it through, okay? Because there's a lot of contemplating. Now, a rough side of the Hermit could be solitary, could be feelings of loneliness, could be feelings of isolation, could be communication issues with somebody. And also, he has that same thing going on that the High Priestess does, where there could be a secretive type of energy or an unexpected type of vibe to it. So we'll see what's up. Again, it's not necessarily feeling like something I'm super concerned about just yet, especially with what we have coming up next. Now, on the back end, we have the Two of Pentacles as I get this Hermit back in his position. Now, the Two of Pentacles is a card of harmony. It's a card of balance. Notice it does have an infinity symbol on it. So this does link into the universal karmic type of energies, which we saw last week. And now with all the spiritual stuff here, there are some karmic archetypes still in play. Now, usually when I see this, all twos represent decisions, choices, partnerships. Do I go left? Do I go right? You might be at a crossroads, but this one is harmonious. It's balanced. It's chill. So that's a thing I'm seeing here. For some Pisces, if you've been going through some difficult things, Spirit might be just telling you like, hey, Pisces, take a minute, take a breath, chill out. Because this energy is either very relaxed or very relaxing. That's just how it's been presenting itself. Now, an issue with the Two of Pentacles, because all cards have challenges, sometimes it can be an energy of juggling too much, juggling too many things. So I feel like it's very important to pace yourself in this time, especially if you have a lot on your mind or you're busy. So we'll get into this. I feel like it's okay, though, even with all this mysterious energy. Now, moving to the bonus, while we get that Two of Pentacles tucked back in over here by the Celestite, we have the Lovers, big Gemini energy. If you're connected to Gemini, here it is. But if that's not the case, the Lovers used to be called the Choice. So it has a lot of similarities to the Two of Pentacles, where it could be a choice, decision, crossroads. This could just be highlighting someone that you have a soul tie or a soul bond with, someone that you have a deep connection, especially with all the subtle energies and the psychic energies and the karmic energies. There's a lot going on in the energetic realm for Pisces, which, I mean, that tracks. That usually happens for us, right? Because we're in tune with it. So we're just going to have to see what's up. I want to dive deeper on all of it, Pisces. Let's do it. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, let's get a good shuffle here for Pisces. See what's happening. And yes, this is where I go intuitive with the message. Means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's go in on that High Priestess. Oh, and yes, if you're a reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why the box is here. If you're feeling any messages you want to give to Pisces, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, High Priestess time. What's she doing? Why is the High Priestess here? Thank you. Okay, Eight of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it could be a number of different things, and we're going to explore it as we move further. Now, for a small portion of Pisces, when I see the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's either one, something where it's like, I don't have the energy for it right now, or two, something where you're like, you know, I'm just not going to put energy into this for whatever reason. Eight of Pentacles in reverse usually represents something that you're either trying too hard to do or not trying enough, or just something that you're giving up on, potentially. So when I see the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, the energy seems to split in several different ways. So take whichever one hits for you. If you've been going through a very intense time, when I see all the energy and all the stuff we were speaking about chilling, when I see the Power card with the Eight of Pentacles in reverse, you might be good taking some time off, if that makes sense, or taking some time to yourself, or just collecting yourself. Because I keep having this energy where it's like, Pisces, chill, take a minute, take a breath. So some of you, that's the message. For another portion of Pisces, there could be things that you're like, you know what, I just don't have the energy for it, or I'm not going to put energy towards it. Whatever happens, happens. That could very much be the case for some Pisces, where you're like, you know what, universe, do what you will. Whatever happens, happens. I'm picking that up in a very big way. Watch out for unexpected or surprising problems as well, because with Eight of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, okay, all right, I wasn't expecting that to pop up. So we're going to keep moving. I don't want to get hung up there too much. Take whichever one hits for you. We'll see if we get another similar theme as we get to this Hermit. So let's keep moving. We'll talk about it more during the recap. So why is the Hermit here? Please. You might just need to regenerate some energy as well. Okay. Okay, so now this could be a conversation or talk that pops up out of nowhere. When I go from Hermit to the Page of Wands, it's like from nothing to everything. So I could say for some Pisces, watch out for getting overwhelmed in this time, whether it's being overwhelmed in your feelings, overwhelmed by a person. I've been seeing this since the beginning. It's very important to try to like chill or keep even keel for some reason. Now, normally Pisces, to me, being a Pisces rising, I know we're generally a chilled type of vibe to begin with. So I don't know why I keep telling you like, Pisces, chill out, relax. But pages, they represent communication, especially the Page of Wands. It's very fiery, it's very explosive. So when I see it underneath this Hermit, again, there could be something where it's like you pull your energy away from it and it comes at you. It's like giving me that odd vibe. It's like, all right, well, I'm pulling my energy back, I'm pulling my energy away, and now it's like chasing, if that makes sense. So just know there could be something where it's like once you feel like you don't have energy for it, that's when the energy comes back around. It's very peculiar like that. But yeah, when I see the Hermit with the Page of Wands in the upright, it's either an unexpected talk or a surprising talk or an explosive one too. It just goes from 0 to 100 real quick. So do with that what you will. It's so interesting how that happens. It's like once I pull my energy back, then this energy comes at me even more. So there is an intensity in the center. But let's see what's up with the Two of Pentacles. And we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow. I'll talk about a yin-yang type of vibe. But why is the Two of Pentacles here? Thank you. Okay. I mean, we do have the Eight of Wands, which is another card of conversation, another card of communication here, but it's just a little more balanced. Listen, if you don't have the energy or the vibe, or like you don't want to have the conversation at that time, it's like don't force yourself to do it. But this also feels a lot better than the intensity I'm picking up in the center. So it's interesting to me that all the undertones of the energy, there's like so much fire and there's so much communication just like coming at you. Now this one on the back end is a much better approach, because to me, like, it's coming in, still speaking about the same things, but it's coming in with a softer kind of approach. So if that's you, if there's something that needs to be addressed or something you need to talk about, the softer approach is better, not just everything at once, not just popping off everything at once. I don't know why that feels so overwhelming to me right now. Now, the Eight of Wands is also action. So it's like, okay, the energy could really start to balance out and move forward in a positive direction. So that's good. I mean, whether you're watching this for work, personal relationships, family, or just life in general, it's like we have this tired energy or overwhelmed. Then this one comes in and then it starts to balance out. So maybe it is something that needs to be addressed. It's very possible. But I feel like pacing yourself is super important in this time. Okay. If you're feeling drained, if you're feeling like something is just too much, take the time if you need it. But there's a lot of communication, a lot of fiery communication showing up here. But this one feels like it's a little better. Let's go through and do a quick recap. Then we'll get into the shadow card. A lot of communication, a lot of hidden energy, lots of stuff happening. But if you kindly look in the box, position number 1, we started with the High Priestess and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. Now, as I mentioned, this could be a variety of different things. It's split in a few different ways for me. For some Pisces, there could be something where it overwhelms you or drains you when you think about it. For some of you, you might need a little bit of time off to like collect yourself, to think and just chill out. Nothing wrong with that. There could be something where it's like, all right, well, whatever happens, happens. I'm not putting energy towards that no more. Or it could just be a situation that pops up out of nowhere. So lots of messages on that front end. Moving to the middle, we have the Hermit, not really saying nothing. It's retracted and pulled back. Then we have the Page of Wands in the upright. So it's like once you pull your energy back and energy comes forth towards you, it's like this little tug of war, action reaction type of vibe. To me, it's either a surprising or unexpected talk or an explosive one, because it just feels like a lot at once. Moving to the back end, we have the Two of Pentacles with the Eight of Wands. So maybe when this energy does balance out, things move forward in a proper way. That's also communicating, but it feels like it's a softer approach. So if you feel like there's something you need to speak about, take the softer approach instead of dumping it all at once. That's just what's showing up here. So please take a screenshot if you want to look at it further. Let's see what's in the shadows. And yes, I always like to pull one shadow card at the very end just to see whether it's something within you or something you don't quite see. Shadow cards don't always have to be a challenge. They could be a good thing too. So let's get you one. Oh, and yes, if you made it to this point in the reading, please feel free to check out channel memberships. I'll put a link for it in the comments below. It's a beautiful way to support the channel, and I have much love for all my channel members. Now, let's get this shadow card going. What do we got here for Pisces, please? What do we got for Pisces, gang, in the shadows? Thank you. Okay. This is what I would call a good shadow card, the Nine of Pentacles. Now, there are drawbacks to this as well, but usually when I see the Nine of Pentacles, it's a card of independence. It's a card that's grounded. It's a card that has a lot of blessings and abundance. So you could get much worse shadow cards than this. But one thing that is a challenge about it is feeling trapped, feeling like nothing's really moving the way you want it to move. So watch out for feeling like those cabin fevery or cornered types of feelings in this time, because there could be certain situations that might make you feel like you're backed into a corner, and that's not a good place to be, or feeling trapped in one way. Now, I would focus more towards the positive aspects of this Nine of Pentacles. It holds its ground. So if there is something you're going through, if there's something that you're dealing with, something you don't like, when I see this card, it's like, hold your ground on this, Pisces. There is a good potential outcome for you either way, and the main cards end in this. So I'm going to put that down right there, Pisces. That's what I have for you this week, my friends. Don't click away just yet, though. I'm going to give you the details of the March subscriber surprise. If you would like to book a personal reading with me and get a little glimpse into whatever situations you're dealing with, you can check out my digital calendar on my website, mastermetaphysics.com. The March schedule is up and live. But for the March subscriber surprise, giving away 3 copies of one of my most favorite decks, the Everyday Witches Tarot. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, it's 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. And second, let me know down in the comments, where in this beautiful big world are you from? I'll go first. I'm from New Jersey. And you could just put it down in the comments and you'll be entered to win. And at the end of the month, the winners will be announced in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love, and I'll talk to you soon.